Hey guys, welcome back to another Warframe Weekly Reset video. Let us see what is on the agenda for this week. We can start off with Nightwave.
Now you might be wondering if I'm holding back on y'all. Dreamers.
Okay, pick up 20 energy orbs, that's easy. Do void or McKinnon missions, that's quick and simple. 4,000 resources. Profit taker, ooh, that's gonna be problematic. Not really problematic, a bit long, but can do it relatively quickly. 3-1 prisoner. Okay, bad. Standard 500 enemies, 15 missions, and 30 Eximus. We can check over the items in store. Some cosmetic items. Augment for Loki. That actually looks nice. I might buy that. Yep. Basically just a bunch of cosmetic items this week and a few augments. Nothing too extravagant. Might get that.
Later.
Okay. What is on Archon Hunt this week? Should be a yellow shard. Yes. Extermination, interception, and showdown. I got a 60% chance of getting a Dow Forged. I might do that. Don't forget that Dog Days is still active, so be sure to have a look at that and do the missions for there. Yeah, there's some great cosmetic items in the shop on Cetus, so I highly advise just doing it and then seeing what you can get. Okay, from there, the only thing that's left to check is Teshin. Shotgun driven and a veil driven cipher. So this week isn't the best in the shop, but you should probably just get this and the arcane adapters if you need them. I need a few. Why not? Can never have enough. Check out Duviri. Kara, Cora, and Revenant. This is actually really nice. Kara is really simple to get on Cetus with the bounties. So I just recommend doing that together. And then I would make a choice between Revenant and Korra. Korra you get from Sanctuary Onslaught. Um, so just a little bit of grinding Onslaught and you can, yeah. Revenant is locked behind a quest mainly, so as you do that quest, you'll have to make the parts for him and so forth. So it's between Korra and Revenant. Either one is good to go for. Revenant's really good, Korra is really good as well. So personally, I'd say you could probably go for Korra. She's more, I'm not she's more difficult to get, but the chances of getting her or Revenant, I'd say Revenant is easier to get the normal way as opposed to Korra. So it's a tough choice between these two, but go with whatever your heart tells you to go for. Like, yeah. Other than that, I have all three of those people, so I don't need to check that out. Steel path circuit. Okay then. There's nothing really that I'm interested in getting here. Maybe the Magistar. Maybe. Because I've got the Incarnon Genesis for the Lex and the Baltor and the Ceramic Dagger, so I don't think I'm really too concerned with anything else. Shotgun Vendetta. Okay. I suppose you should probably head off to check out the Dormizone as well. I think it's because I'm in my I'm not in my ship, I have to go this way.
Will you stop or breeze on by? Ah, hello, drifter.
Okay, we've got some Forma. There's a Forma blueprint. Tough luck. Some Gallium. I might take that because I'm running really low on Gallium. A Catalyst blueprint, that will be awesome.
Any sympathy on Sithel? Not.
I am taking that.
Nasty little ways. I've barely scratched the surface of what she gets up to.
We got that. We don't need that. I think I'll take this.
Curious.
And I'm probably gonna get judged for this, but I'm taking that. I need it for a few stuff.
There used to be so many more.
Might as well get a few extra before I start farming that again. Okay. What is next? So then I assume what would be next is your Archimedia. So let's head off and check what's going on there.
Lloyd has tasked us with finalizing several experiments. And
Okay, Titania, Equinox, Karaksteran. Okay, so personal modifiers are Hypersensitivity,
May our sacrifice be
untreatable,
forever
frame curse syndrome,
with me, friends.
dull
To
blades.
war.
Damn. I don't have the best selection of melee weapons, so yeah. We've got a mirror defense, gloves inflict damage, rogue Alvarans equipped weapons that deal 5 times damage to Overguard and Necromax. Jeez, okay. Allies within 4 meters of slain enemies gain fire rate at the cost of ammo efficiency. Okay, alchemy. Only Exodus drop at pause. All enemies have Overguard equal to 50% of their health. Rupturing fragments replace shuffling fragments. Life support towers only activate after 20 enemies have been killed within a 15-meter radius of them. Enemy health slowly regenerates as rogue Archonids, whatever that word is, charge attacks. They pull warframes towards them. Lovely week. Lovely week. But at least the missions aren't too bad. So it should go relatively fast. Look forward to that. Okay, let's head off and check out the X challenges. Okay, it's Aui's birthday, so should probably send a birthday message later when I get back on. Tekrot melee weapons reward. Omniformat blueprint and a double pack of cane. To 50 Tekrot. Guva and Endo. Bottled lightning. Increased mag capacity. Radiation set off. Skelder troops with melee weapons. Arcane adapter. Arcane. Okay. The rewards seem a bit iffy. 500 enemies. There we go, a green shard, or emerald shard, and catalyst blueprint. Nice. Eximus unit, Guva, Arcanes, Alright, bottled lightning again, and melee critical chance. Nice. 500 enemies with melee weapons. Arcane and Guva. So basically, it looks like the same as last week. Mainly melee weapon kills, so just slap on somebody with an exalted melee, or if you've got a really decently built melee weapon, and stick with a character, use glove or whoever, and you can just go through all the challenges with one character and one weapon basically. You don't need to really switch, everything seems to be the same, a similar fashion. So let's head off to the mall, go speak to Kaya and see what is on the list for the Temporal Archimedia this week.
Dude,
We're
I'm so
online.
glad it's you I get to work with.
Okay, so
Bellamere and Minerva are ready when you are. Stand by for temporal shenanigans.
okay, Legasite Harvest. Each Legasite becomes more powerful. Enemy guns launch slow moving ords instead of the usual ordnance. Okay. Slain enemies endure reduced movement. Defense. Enemies drop whatever upon death and immediately rush flare. Necrot enemies are infused with fervor and take damage over time when they explode. They leave deadly fervor in their wake. And enemies take 95% less damage from non-heavy weapons. Enemies will drop heavy ammo packs and heavy weapon call time is reduced to 5 seconds. Necrot tumors appear near hell scrubbers, increase the rate of life support decay with each active tumor. Within the underground, hostile overgrowths will attack players if they stop moving. All enemies have overguard equal to 50% of the health. When it comes to that, it's alive. Be sure that in your squad, all 4 people are constantly moving. If one player stops moving, it affects everyone. So just be wary of that. We've got Grendel and Oraxia. This is for myself. I'll probably go Grendel, maybe Oraxia, not sure which one yet. I got the Strana again, nice. Got the Velox, and I've got the Glaive, oof, nice. Got the personal modifiers for Fractured Armor, Undersupplied, Transference Distortion, and Constricted. Okay. Oh, and don't forget, if you are doing your elites, and you do both the elite deep Archimedia and the elite Temporal Archimedia, don't forget that you still have 1 charge left to do your Netrocell. And yeah, it's another extra Archon Shard for this week that you can potentially get, and some Arcanes. So I think that's it for this week. Nothing else really going on. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Enjoy!